Hey, this is Aaron with Faith to Walk Ministries, and you've seen the unboxing of this at the right outside the post office when I got it. And tonight, I should say, is going to be the review. Of course, this is the Cambridge King James Version, Turquoise Reference Edition, red letter, black goatskin leather edged line King James Version. Did show the box on the other video. Very excited to receive this. Not every day you can get a Cambridge. Bought this myself. Saved up some money, but actually sold 3 Bibles, and that's what I paid for this one. Let's go ahead and open it up. It does come in a hard clamshell box. If you don't have a case or a safe place to put it, I always encourage to use one of these. Is going to keep it secure and safe. Let's see here. Hopefully they have good enough lighting. There we go. Oh yeah, there we go. So look at the grain. This is the black goatskin. And no, they don't press this grain into them. This is the grain. Every Bible's a little unique. They will say that, and we'll look at one of the cards here in a moment that actually says that. Sorry, cut my finger. Didn't want to wait until it healed up to do the review. But you'll notice every Bible has something, whether a little scar. This one looks like the hide had a little pull. So there's 2 little pulls right here. So if you see that on video, that's not a flaw. That's just something with the hide itself. Whether it was, I don't think it was scar, but there was a pull in the flesh or something like that. And so that's what happened with that hide. Okay, so if you see that, that's what it is. A little bit on the outside, Holy Bible, of course. Does have Holy Bible, King James Version, red letter edition. Cambridge with the royal seal. You'll see what that is, and what pretty well that is. There's no copyright for the King James Version, and of course, in the United States and United Kingdom, though, they have the permission, Cambridge, the oldest Bible publisher, to print the King James Version. It does have raised hubs. I heard that now. This is something that Cambridge hasn't really done in the past, but it does. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very nice. I'm just gonna let you look at this. So many times we do reviews, and we go so fast. Look at this. I always want to say, just look at it. It is perimeter stitched. Look at this. All around. And it's very tight stitching. And it's not a loose one. Actually, there's those 2 things. It just makes it unique. Very tight. Head and tail bands, gold and red. If you notice, there's 2 ribbons. Gold and red. Ribbons, I could probably yank them out, but they come out about 3 inches, let's say. Let's see here, if I can tell. We'll get more into the inside in a little bit. Nice, there you go. I'll say 3, maybe 4 inches comes out. I don't really use the ribbons in the Bibles. I will set more that I just place in there. The reason is I don't want them fraying. And so the longer life I can get out of them, the better. You know, notice I do that with my CPP, turquoise. I just place extra ribbons in there. It works fine. Let's see here, a little bit more on the outside. Of course, it's perimeter stitched all around. Just beautiful. That grain. One thing I love about goatskin, I'm gonna tell you why. I do love iron calfskin, but the top grain cowhide is better for me because iron calfskin, I must be rough on them because I scratch them. Even today, I noticed on my hand size turquoise from CBP, there was another nice nail scratch. I have no idea how I did that, but it happened. The reason I went with this one is so many reviewers and people I talked to said that even with good use, this is as soft as the iron calfskin, but more durable, like the top grain cowhide. In fact, one reviewer, he was reviewing it, placed it on like a rock wall, and even I saw him pick it up by scraping it off, and still no scratches. Very impressive. Okay, so let's open that up. Very soft. Notice perimeter stitch, and look at those folds. Very neat, very tight. Very nice. Goatskin leather cover. All right. And here's another beautiful thing about this Bible. Most Bibles are a synthetic lining, and that's fine. They really feel like leather, and they're going to be durable and probably last a lifetime. No problem there. This one is leather lined. So it's a step up, and I think it's calfskin. If you know for sure, put it in the comments below. It is edge lined. So what that means is this liner goes underneath this. This one is placed over, pressed, and glued. In fact, they go a little step further. Not only do they press and glue, but then, look at this. They kind of press that together. So you don't have that part sticking out. So they press it real tight together as well. So that's very nice. You can tell a little on that one. Still not bad, so they still pressed it. All right. Little something they have, of course, the Cambridge, they come with their warranty information. But then on the edge lined, they come with, what is the edge line, why they do it. But I love this last paragraph. Edge-line Bibles are handmade in small quantities, and the work is carefully undertaken using the skill, experience, and judgment of the bookbinder. The combination of this handcraft process and the individuality of the materials used means that each edge-line Bible represents a unique piece of craftsmanship. That's so true. So once again, you have, and I notice I say once again a lot. Anyway, it's very durable. And so when this line the edge, do not pull that apart. I repeat, do not pull that apart. Keeps it protected. So let's get into the Bible a little bit. You just have a couple pages of cardstock here. Bible belongs to. And I just did a quick rundown when I pressed the Bible open. Going back from the front, a few pages at a time. Got to work it in more. Family record of children, marriages. More marriages, grandchildren, deaths, Holy Bible, Old New Testaments. Interesting thing down here, it is a Turquoise 8VO cross-reference pronunciation marks. Cambridge University Press writes in the authorized King James Version of the Bible are vested in the crown. That's the stamp you see on the outside. This is published by Cambridge University Press, the Queen's printer, under Royal Letters Patent. That's very interesting. Also, typeset is Antique Old Style number 3. 1011 point font. I think the cross references are, I would love to see 6, but they're not. They're probably more of a 5 point. Of course, you have the Epistle Dedicatory, translators to the reader. And if you watched any other reviews of the Turquoise, you're going to know how it looks. You're going to know how it is set up. Let me get through these pages here. It is thin paper. Very durable though, but it is thin. So I'm going to be careful with it. Like I said, some of the other Bibles I spent a lot less. I could probably be a little bit more rougher with that one. I probably will not be as rough with this one. Sorry, pages have a hard time turning. One thing I like about the contents of the Bible, I can do it without, there we go, is you have the Old Testament, the New Testament. It does have the page numbers, and that page numbers restart in the New Testament. But look at this. At the chapters of each book. And that's cool. Not many do that. So then you have the table of signs used in the book for the self-pronunciation. Then you have the, look at the, like I said, look at the font. Look how dark that is. Just let you see that for a second. Just like if you've seen a Turquoise review, the references and the King James translator notes is going to be right as close to the verses as can be. So like in the beginning, A is over here, Psalm 135, 5, John 1, 1 through 3, Colossians 1, 16, 17, so it goes on. B, right there without forms, right there. Now, what's interesting is, like I said, it's right next to it. So like, and God divided the light from the darkness too. Hebrew, between the light and between the darkness. You saw that, what was number one? Well, number one is over here, the day from the night. I, which is Roman numeral I, which is number one, between the day and between the night. So that's how it works for the cross references. Each chapter is numbered. So Genesis 1, 1. Chapter 39 of Exodus is chapter 89. At the top of the page, they do have, like title page, titles on top. Gideon's stratagem of trumpets and lamps and pictures. Zebah and Zolmanah, kings of Midian, taken and slain. So you have that. Very readable. Now, let's let you know, it is a narrow Bible. I think some Bibles will, it's the length of most mid-sized Bibles. The width for most of them would come about to here, maybe another inch or so out. So it's a little bit more narrower. And the only thing I could think of is when you're preaching out of it, like if you're holding it like this, it's not going to have as much flop. So you're not going to have to bend the page up to read it, bend the page up to read it. Stretch your fingers out a little bit, and there it is. Very nice. Gotta get used to that, though. Do have, like in the Psalms, you have something like, little titles for the Psalms as well. Also, the italics words that the King James Version added, King James translators to help you read it, is added. So, but my faithfulness and my mercy, they added, shall be with him. And in my name shall his form be exalted. I love that they added that. They kept it in there. Let's look at the red letter. There we go. A lot of people say they don't like red letter text because it's just not dark enough to read. I am going to have I love red letter, but this is the darkest red letter I have ever seen. Don't get me wrong, that Church Bible Publishers red letter edition that they're doing the corrected printing on, that one has a really dark red. But as what they say is the Cambridge is like the top of it. Spectrum. Very consistent. You might have some pages where it might be a little bit lighter, but they're not light. Let's go back. We're at almost 14 minutes. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you. Look at this. Can you tell? It is red under gold art gilting. Very beautiful. Used to not like that at all. This one is not bad, at all. I kind of can spiritualize it. Kind of reminds me of the blood of Christ, but yet the royalty of Christ. Red and gold. It doesn't mean anything spiritual. I'm just, saying that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's just beautiful. All right. Just forgot to mention that. Now, in the back, here's the concordance. This is the new and improved concordance they have. Just to let you know, they do have, like, each letter We'll start. See? They still do it in paragraph form. Like calf, Genesis 8:7, fetch a calf tender and good. Exodus 32:4, made it a molten calf. 1 Samuel 6:7, bring their calf home from them. It is still paragraph form. I think they put it in 3-column size to make it more condensed. That is probably a 5-6 point font, probably more of a 6 point. The one thing I kind of wish they would have done is kind of like the old Turquoise. Let's just look at this can size. Let me show you what I mean. So here is that one. Here's this one. See how the words are more bold and there's a space between the word and the first reference. Kind of wish they would have done that here. Like cattle. That wish that was more bold and there was a little bit of space between that and the first reference. It would have stood out the word a little bit more. But still very nice. Oh. Let me finish this because I want to show you something else. This is thin paper, so you gotta be worried. I'm not worried. You gotta be careful. It could dog ear pretty quick if you don't watch it. The only reason I know is earlier I was doing a video of it and actually just run this one over the here and this Bible hit it, dog eared about 3 pages. That's always fun for a Bible like this. Cambridge Bible maps. Maps are very, has the index, and the maps are beautiful. Look at that. Look at the color. They are on, I would say, semi-glossy paper, cardstock. And yeah, probably about 1 page before the protective page again. Leather lined, perimeter stitched outside. Anyway, that is the Cambridge Turquoise Reference Edition Bible. It is a very beautiful Bible. I got mine from evangelicalbible.com, and so pick you up one. It will last you a lifetime, an absolute lifetime. Something you can hand down as a legacy to your children. Or if you're just a collector and you just want a part of this in your collection, grab you one. Hey, thanks for watching. If you like it, definitely subscribe, hit like, and go ding ding if you want to get more notifications on this. I tell you what, thank you for watching. God bless.